All right, with that being said, we want to invite all of our children forward for our children's story. Now, I've been told that children can be anywhere from 0 to 100. It's all a matter of how you feel inside. So we're going to invite you up for our children's story as Miss Kathy has it. Is David helping you? All right, Miss Kathy and David have our children's story to this morning.
Happy Sabbath, guys. Can we all sit up here, please? Can we all come here and sit right up here? Come on up here. I want you to sit all the way here. Come all the way up here. Thank you. And face that direction, facing the audience. Hi, guys. Hi, sit this way. Good morning, everyone, and happy Sabbath. How are you guys feeling today? Good. Okay. Are you guys ready? So I'll be telling you about a parable in the Bible. When a man asked Jesus a question. The man who asked Jesus a question was very smart. Maybe he was trying to trick Jesus and see if he was a good teacher, or maybe not. This is what he asked. Teacher, what should I do so I can go to heaven and live forever? Jesus replied, what is written in the Bible? What do you think? The man answered, love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your strength, and love your neighbor as yourself. That is right, Jesus said. Do this and you will live forever in heaven. But the man wanted to know more, so he asked Jesus, and who is our neighbor? I'll be telling you a short story with an illustration of how a modern day neighbor looks like. So, one day, 3 kids were walking to get snacks at a nearby store to play some video games. One of the kids suggested, let's take a shortcut through the alley. They were playing around, talking, laughing, having a good old time, when suddenly a robber jumped out from the alley. He grabbed one of the boys, and the others ran, leaving his friends behind. Let's call this robber El Chapo Alios. El Chapo Alios took all his pocket money, stole his phone, and tore off most of his clothing. El Chapo Alios didn't want him to follow him, so he beat him up very badly and left him laying and bleeding on the side of the road. A few minutes later, a young lady was walking down the alley. She was so preoccupied, texting, taking selfies, talking on her phone, she didn't even notice the kid on the side of the road. About an hour or so, another young lady was passing by. She saw the kid on the side of the road bleeding and badly bruised, but she was so nicely dressed, she didn't even want her hands or her clothing to be messy. Plus, she had somewhere important to go, so she avoided the kid. Kids, you might be thinking that maybe the little boy lying on the side of the road looked like he was resting or just chilling out. The trouble is, it was easy to tell he was badly bruised. This little boy was bleeding, had most of his clothing ripped off, and he was badly hurt. Just a few minutes later, there was a man, an older man. He looked almost homeless with a trash bag. He strolls along the alley and saw the little boy on the ground. As soon as he saw him, he reached out to help him and showed him compassion. He lifted him up, put him on his back, and took him to the hospital to get medical help. So who do you think was a good neighbor in the story? El Chapo? Who? Who do you think was a good neighbor?
The homeless man?
Awesome. So our neighbor may look like a homeless man, or it could look like next door neighbor. But I want you to know, it doesn't matter what you're doing in your days, how busy you are, help someone. And do not leave your friend behind if you see him getting robbed. I need 2 kids to pray, please. Okay, go ahead. And bow your heads, please.
Take you, Jesus, for this wonderful day at church and fun, to not leave our friends behind, and for to help them if they're hurt or they're robbed or there's anything that hurts them or bad. We don't leave them behind. We help them and don't get their backs. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. Thank you.
Dear Lord, thank you for this wonderful day, and please help us this evening and pray to be with us. Amen.
Amen. Thank you, guys. You can go to your seat.